Hi guys, so I've been wanting for ages to do, or just to film a little video of how I do my deep cleansing, deep oil cleansing. So I'm going to be using the DHC Deep Cleansing Oil. You can use any skin oil for this, or facial oil for this. Usually I use rosehip oil or jojoba oil because I use rosehip oil because my skin is a little bit on the dry side. Jojoba oil is great because it's the most close to your skin's own sebum. Today I'm going to be using the DHC oil, which comes highly recommended by loads and loads of different skin specialists. In particular, it's the one that Nyamika from LA, well, she is the LA beautyologist, recommended, and it was her video that first put me on to regular deep cleansing. And I'm just going to show you at the very end what actually comes out. So if you're squeamish, then skip the little bit at the end. But I've got a little tissue paper here, and what I'm going to do is put any sebaceous filaments that come out onto there. So what is deep oil cleansing? Basically, wash your face, kind of cleanse it, dry it, don't put any product on. Then what you do is just take a little bit of a cleansing oil or just any facial oil, and you just lightly massage it into your skin, kind of all around the face. So I'm going to do that, and you do that for about 8 to 10 minutes until you start feeling the filaments come out. I will basically make a start, and I'll kind of talk you through what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So the thing I like about this oil is it's got a nice little dropper, so actually you don't end up accidentally pouring out too much. So I'm going to start off with just a little bit on my fingers, rub them together, and then just start massaging the oil in. You're going to be massaging for quite a long time, so you do not want to massage too hard at all. Go really lightly over the skin, and it's quite hard for you to see on camera how gently I'm actually massaging, but you want to just be like lightly touching the skin, not doing a full-on scrub, but just lightly massaging it in. So I'm just going to keep adding drops bit by bit until I've got a decent amount of oil on the face, enough to basically glide over the face kind of quite kind of gently. What this is going to do, it works on the principle that oil attracts oil. So by massaging, just lightly massaging facial oil into the pores, it will drag out, or I suppose attract, the extra kind of sebaceous filaments and extra bits of oil in the pores. After doing this, you do need to then wash your face very thoroughly once you've got the oil out. But for now, I'm just making sure that I've covered the skin in oil and just going over any bits that are a little bit dry, because there's no point me doing this if I don't have enough oil on there to attract the oil from the pores. So I can always add a little bit more if I need to, but for now I've got enough on there. So I'm just going to keep kind of going around and gently massaging. Now the weird thing is you kind of have to do this for about 3 or 4 minutes before you feel anything happening. And what you will feel happening is you'll find that it's a little bit gritty under your fingers, and then you'll look on your fingers and you'll see that actually you might have little white oil filaments coming out, or little black ones, and so you kind of have to just keep going quite gently for a few minutes before you'll actually feel anything happening. It can feel quite weird when you're doing this because you're kind of going non-stop, but I try and look at it as being kind of a relaxing thing. So maybe just kind of do it while you're listening to music, or like when you have a bit of pamper time. Maybe you kind of got a few minutes at the end of the day, spending a bit of pamper time. Look at it as relaxation time and facial massage, because actually your face is going to feel so much better actually after all the massage. Key thing about this is you need to, it will work for everyone, but you need to find the facial oil that works for you. So for me, jojoba oil, rosehip oil, and the DHC oil are the ones I use. Anything else I find is just a bit too much for my skin. If you've got oily skin, then grapeseed oil is really good as an alternative. If you've got dry skin, like I mentioned at the beginning, you might use rosehip oil. This DHC oil is quite a nice one. I don't like using things like I'm just trying to think the name, kind of the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Oil Thirsty, because that's really expensive and it's a lot of oil to use for something like this, and also it's got lavender oil in it, and that well, it's a common skin irritant, and it's one of those things that does irritate my skin. So I'm quite careful about what oils I use, and it's much better to just use like a simple pure oil. I'm starting to feel little bits of grit as I go around the skin, so I'm just going to keep going, just lightly. And then as I kind of feel more gritty bits and see the kind of sebaceous filaments, the little black ones come out, I will let you know. Actually, I won't let you know. I'm just going to pop them onto the tissue and then see how it goes and show you at the end. So for me, it's just kind of a nice relaxing face massage, like not rubbing the skin too hard, but just letting it glide, letting your fingers glide over the skin. Okay, and just so you know, I do suffer from the occasional spot every now and then, and this one in particular is kind of it looks quite angry right now, but it is a lot better than it was the last couple of days. So that's kind of completely normal. It's not broken skin. I would not do that. Like, don't do this if you've got broken skin. I would wait until it heals. But I'm kind of trying to avoid that area if possible. But actually, it's not going to hurt because it's not open skin. But yeah, just kind of keep massaging around the face as you go. And I know that I tend to get more kind of not blocked pores, but more spacious filaments out of this area. And when I look quite closely at my skin, right up close to the mirror, I tend to see, you won't be able to see it from here because some reason this video keeps smoothing things out. It might be because of the light behind me, I'm not sure. But you can see very clear, if you look up very closely, you can see little dark, just almost little dark spots, really, really tiny ones. So I suspect that's where the sebaceous filaments are going to come from on my skin, because that's where I can see that there's a little bit of blockages. This is not something you should be doing every day by any means. Once or twice a month is more than enough. If you're oil cleansing daily, using facial oil or cleansing oils to remove your makeup or just to clean your face every day, that's fine. It's fine to do it every day, but you're only really doing that for maybe like a minute or two a day, so it's not going to be too heavy on the skin. If you're doing the sort of deep cleanse, full-on massage for about like 10-15 minutes, you really want to only be doing that once or twice a month. Now I'm starting to feel stuff coming here and a little bit here as well. Nothing major is coming out filament wise, but I do know, because I've not done this in about 2 months maybe, so I know that I probably will get a fair bit of stuff out. So just gently massaging around. I'm starting to feel little rough bits, so I know that there are little bits coming out. Even if I can't necessarily see them, I can definitely feel it. It just feels a bit gritty on your skin, on your fingertips. Yeah, just keep massaging away. Keep massaging away as you go, just gently massaging the skin. And I can definitely feel little bits coming up there. So just keep going as gentle as you can, because the main thing is it's the oil that is pulling stuff out of your pores. It's not the vigorous rubbing. So just kind of keep going, but don't rub too hard. The oil is doing all the work for you. You're just putting the oil, just massaging it around where it needs to be. Now, yeah, I know it looks a little bit gross that I'm actually looking at it, but I want to make sure that I'm getting filaments. So you have something like, not nice, but something tangible to look at afterwards and see, okay, someone like me who takes care of their skin, is there still an impact? Because, a lot of people are doing a lot of good things with their skin. And you think, well, hang on, how much more can I clean it? But you will find that actually, once a month, this will give you a really nice deep clean. So we're just going to keep going for a few more minutes. Now, some bits are getting a bit dry, so I'm going to pop a couple more drops of oil. But really just a couple. And just keep massaging the skin. You don't want to do it to the point where your skin gets red or anything like that. You just want to gently be massaging and letting the oil do all the pulling. Your fingers might start to hurt a little bit if you're not used to doing kind of long massages of your skin, but to be honest, just kind of keep stretching your fingers and you'll be fine. Remember, massage therapists, they spend all day, every day, doing this on their client's skin. So if they can handle it, you can definitely handle 10 minutes or so of, like a little 10 minutes or so of massaging your skin. So I'm going to keep going for a couple more minutes off camera, and then I will show you in a photo at the very end just what has come out of the skin. And yeah, it's not pretty, but as most people say, or it's widely accepted, better out than in. And when you see what actually does come out, you think, oh, hang on, I would never have known that my deep clean and my kind of clay masks or my just regular washing wasn't enough. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. I will keep going with this and show you the effects at the very end. Thank you.